ahead on your preparations for this week's game by setting up your game plan.
Hello, hello. Oh, don't let the columns you stay. Thank you, thank you.
An offensive and each once you have made your game plan and focus player decision.
Basically a whole roster full. We're gonna see how this team now that I put on works. How can you be honest about this, man? What the?
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL Opening week in the NFL is an exciting time for everybody, including these two teams here today. It's the Giants going up against the Eagles. With that, let's call in our commentators, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis, with this opening week matchup.
Okay, Larry, thank you. We are just off I-95 at the home of the Eagles, Lincoln Financial Field on the south side of Philadelphia. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions.
Banging a throwback, putting all those new people on the team.
Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Guyton. And Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. An early season tilt, and when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet, and both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Giants, and I don't think from what we saw down on the field before the game, there's any
Let's
doubt.
go. That's a good kick right there.
Pass the eye test, don't they? This team looks fired up and ready to play.
Thank you, baby. Thank you.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They dump off underneath.
Ooh, landing Collins.
Taken down at the 31.
Trying to pop people already.
Gain of 6, and it's a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll look to throw.
Uh-oh, where you going?
Escaping this time.
Who was that? T. Holmes. Get it, baby.
And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have
Get
that
'em.
courage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins.
Represent.
In the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than
Oh,
the defensive
damn.
lineman so that you can
Left
keep
them
your
open.
balance.
I love you too.
Trying to throw the football.
15 yards through the air and a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his football.
Oh, that was way out of bounds. I thought you were going to go in the middle.
Incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. They'll look to throw here. The connection here.
Shoot! I missed it. That was on me. I missed that hit. I missed it. That one was on me.
59 yards.
Yeah. That one was on me. I missed that tackle.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
He's got it in the Eagles.
It's alright. It's alright.
So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Damn, everybody was covered. What on the first play, bro? Really? The very first play, you're gonna get injured?
Holding a breath here as the starter heads for the sideline. And
wow.
things over here to the backup to see if he can dig him out of this hole. And he'll lose lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play caller, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy is disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they may have to devote at least a second guy to him to try and keep him away from their plays. Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
What? And you're out for the game? Wow. Freaking wow.
And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out.
Ain't that embarrassing? Your first game debut.
Really excellent week of practice. It all came together. I bet you it got galvanized.
Get your butt down. That's Landon Collins.
They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn into a pretty nice little game. Give him 4 yards there, and he's 2nd and 6. 2nd down following the run. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi.
What?
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through.
That should have been a pop.
He better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Here's Ajayi. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. He'll pick up another first down with that run.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
Let's go. T. Holmes with the 2nd sack.
Play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
Nope.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make the play himself.
Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here. They'll set up to throw. Drops it off to Ajayi. And they'll bring him down at
you
the
feel good in that.
They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And Elliott puts this one through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And the Giants ready to come out now. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, It used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Hodges. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
That throw has to be a quarterback's dream, doesn't it? Big tight end, curling in the middle of the field, so it's great sight lines for him. And when they show their numbers back to the quarterback, when they sit down right there, that should be pitch and catch.
2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the threat of defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Let's go.
Complete on the inside slant. 7 yards there on the pickup, and the Giants are going to get a first down.
As a defender, I always found the slant route extremely difficult to cover unless you're able to jump on top of it early, because once he gets his hands on the ball, he's at full speed going away from you.
It's just, it all happens in the blink of an eye.
Oh my God! Block! Damn, I needed that block. Nobody was blocking.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. A reminder coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Larry Ridley in highlights and analysis of our first half.
LR, that's my man.
That's your guy. And at the 7,
Let's go, OBJ.
a big play there for the Giants. 41 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes.
Oh my God, get the fuck open, guys. What is up with you guys? I can't find nobody open.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And this seemingly endless drive continues. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Eluding the pressure right.
Oh my God. I'm going to take a field goal.
And Carpenter knocks it through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. And Charles, they get the field goal. Took them a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run out of. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of it. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass.
Try to run out of bounds. You ain't going to run out of bounds. You're going to be using up your timeouts.
Back to the air or to the ground. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
How'd I know that was going to happen, man? Come on. Why am I so focused on close? Who the fudge is covering him?
That one goes for 24
What the hell?
Man in this first half, not a guy you could forget. Not only his first catch, first time they targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
I knew it was going there.
Throw is incomplete.
Why are you going to the back, bro?
And it's 3rd down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to flip that out to the
Nope.
flat. It's complete.
You're going for another field goal.
Right around the 23-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. So we've reached, all right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. Around the NFL, a game going on in Washington. Early lead in that one for the Packers. Aaron Rodgers, a single touchdown pass to this point in that one. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive. And now out come the Giants. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field, and now what he's trying to do.
He's got it at the 15. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
How did I fucking know? Really, Brian Bell, out of all the times, I did a beautiful play, and you fuck it up with a holding call.
They have to regroup now and see if they can get them another way.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Brandon Graham able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He's going to float this one deep right side.
Oh my gosh. Come on, bro. You just burnt him.
This defense is continuing to get
You
tested.
burned him once. Why couldn't you burn him again?
Look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man.
All right, Lester. This is your chance.
That moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to
Oh, never mind. Never mind. There we go. There we go. I saw that break. Let's go.
And the Giants have got it back to a 1-score game. So we just
You
witnessed
broke off. That's what I'm talking about.
certainly that's a football he's going to want for the trophy case.
Yeah, this is one that you don't spike, right? This is one you don't throw to your teammate and let them celebrate. This is one you keep for yourself, take it over to the equipment staff and have them mark it up, put it away, and then you get it later on. And as you said, mount it in your trophy case. Fantastic. Hopefully the first of many.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for...
Oh my gosh. Who is in the middle? Who was guarding the middle? What the fuck?
Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
Going left side here, and it's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Oh my God, that should have been a pick. I pressed triangle.
Will come at the 38-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run, call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They run again with Ajayi. And he'll go down at the 28. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. A lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. 3 yards to go here on 2nd down. Now it's Ajayi.
Oh my God. He broke free and you didn't do nothing.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On first down, he'll drop the throw.
I knew that was going there. I knew that was going there. It was too late to fucking switch.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun.
Get the...
6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
First seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Get his butt down.
He's going to go down. Sack back around the 8.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap. Loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Wow.
6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and goal.
We're gonna let this nigga run right through us?
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They'll try to run with Ajayi.
Are you shitting me?
Eagles touchdown.
What the fuck?
Ajayi taking it in. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come up.
Wow, first game of the season, guys. Y'all gonna blow it.
I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The New York set to
Y'all better step up. This is make it or break it. Y'all better do some shit.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball.
The fuck was that?
So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They're giving those short little routes, tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you got to have guys who can out.
And I think the ball's out.
Wow.
This will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
And I have to admit, partner, that I often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It's a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not there for him.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he said?
Oh, my gosh.
Sammy sideline and use him well. This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They'll set up a throw.
Of course.
Escape, and he goes down.
Of course.
In there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness that defensive line is eating them.
Look at that.
Intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson.
This is going to be our first loss of the season.
Premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They'll start out on the ground with a Giant. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms have ever been used.
Oh, of course. Of course. Y'all going to keep doing that.
Guys, just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Well, there goes the first game of the season.
That game's now gone final in the Meadowlands.
Disappointing that my other QB got injured on the first freaking play. That's crazy, man. First play?
The players quickly upgrade your team at the end of each game. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
He has one more shot on my team. If he gets injured one more time, he's out. Because how you going to freaking get injured on the first hit of the game? First hit. Cost me, bro. Well, at least I get to play the Cowboys that is 0-1 just like me. You watching me? I'm on. You hear me? I'm on you.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Cooley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We're all celebrating a terrific contest here as these two divisional new acquaintances for the first time.
All right, Larry, thanks. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today,
All right, guys, we're home.
crazy opening weekend. It's on to 2, and we've got a good one here between the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now a carry here for Terrence West. And he powers his way up past the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Prescott to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That's on the Pro Bowl guard from Notre Dame, Zach Martin. Second down, Prescott. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 23 yards on the play. That's a matchup maybe they go back to their outer third of the field as this game continues.
Yeah, I think back to my high school coach, John Ford. He used to say,
Dominant.
Plays early in a game are good plays. You know, he'd say, foul it away, lad. Foul it away. Because he'd want to come back to it later in a key situation. They may come back to this one a little more often than that.
Did he say laddie or did he say lad?
Yeah, it just depended on what he was feeling at the moment.
Okay, I thought that was the guy you told me about. These say laddie a lot.
Laddie, when you heard laddie, he was usually in a pretty good mood. Lad,
Now a play fake here on first down.
Yeah, boy.
And it's intercepted.
Let's go.
24. And he's got some space here. There he goes left side.
Let's go.
It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown.
Bradley with a pick 6, baby, at home. That's how you bring back that motivation.
And it's been him hard.
and what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position and throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And this one complete to Winton over the middle. There are Winton's numbers from last week's game. 6 catches, 57 yards.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
Now West. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
They'll run again here with West.
Wow, I missed 2 times.
The 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Here gets this one all the way down to the 20. 26-yard line.
Bradley.
And as a defender, if you're going with 2 interceptions in a game, that's pretty rare in the NFL. You might see one guy a weekend do that, but to have 2 in the first quarter, that's something you don't see all that often. I have a feeling they'll think twice about throwing in his direction too often.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. To throw on 2nd down. Knight. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Back to throw. Knight. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Evan Ingram, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Giants add on to their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Here's Carpenter now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25.
And I think that
Oh my God, an interception, but Landon Collins went out of bounds.
Incomplete. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one. Just unable to get those.
Where you going, bro?
Inbounds.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw
under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final
Seahawks.
quarter. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Back deep, it's Odell Beckham.
Huh?
He punted 4 times.
¿Qué pasó?
Last week as he gets this one away here.
¿Qué pasó?
Nada, te estoy viendo. Que mía.
Prende el printer. Prende el printer.
First and 10. The New York set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's
Stay there.
Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Knight. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So it can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player.
También como
Not
que
every
no
chance at all. Way easier said than
¿Sí?
done.
The first down is
Tienes que aprender, déjalo. Ahora está aprendiendo.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw on second down. Knight. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Tyrone Crawford. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing
Oh my gosh.
nice job. But when you go and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work. I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here.
I'm gonna try and fake it.
Throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck. And how about this, a fake?
Oh my God! What happened there, bro? You could have caught that.
They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. It's such a risky play there to fake it. You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here, they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too, because you know they thought they had something there. They don't call it just to call it. They don't just say, oh, what the heck, let's go ahead and fake it here. They feel like they've got something on. They've got the defense in the right spot. Just unsuccessful in that opportunity.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
While there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Now Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Love the effort, love the dramatics. Getting the feet down. How about a little step shuffle along the sideline there, almost like a great ballet dancer or a tap dancer. All for no gain, though?
I was going to say, it's so pretty, and it gets you nothing. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep. Oh, this is taken.
Let's go. Nice catch.
Taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
On 1st and 10, Knight. He's got the
OBJ.
Beckham. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
Or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Looking to throw. Knight. Open space inside the 10. And this is caught at the 8. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Back to throw. Knight. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. David Bass. Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
For real, be pissed at yourself. I passed it to you.
And here's the thing. You already probably have have 3 points in your hip pocket, you force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Looking to throw.
Whoa! Where the hell did you toss that to, Knight? Wow.
Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. It's a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they get the field goal near the end of the first half to expand that lead.
And that's got to feel good, but they can't let up. Now on the kickoff, they've got to make sure they don't give up a big return or big yardage to set up the other team for one last chance to score themselves.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And a lot of times you talk about establishing the ground game. Probably something they need to do more of here losing in the second quarter.
When you're riding your best horse, you've got to lather them up. The best running backs I've ever talked to, they've all said the exact same thing to me. I'll even break a good sweat until I get to 20 carries.
You're full of good wisdom. Let's see if they can get him into the game more now. They begin here with a run by West. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go.
Nobody wanna jugar conmigo.
On 1st and 10, Prescott.
Oh my God! Are you kidding me, Jenkins?
Giant territory.
Wow, that should have been freaking picked.
With 10 seconds to go before halftime.
That's why I pulled you back a little bit.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. And we're going to get a timeout.
How y'all gonna let Prescott do that?
In the second quarter. Santos able to get this one up and through. It's good. So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Giants are happy to be in front right now and just want to play 2 more solid quarters. The Cowboys won't panic either. They know they just need to take it 1 play at a time. All right, let's get straight to it. Here's some highlights from the first half. Cowboys now later on the drive. Here the defense will come up with the pick. Bradley's the one taking it back for the score as they take a 7-0 lead. We go down late in the first. The pass ends up being picked off. Bradley's is the one who makes the pick, halting the offense's drive. After the pick, offense comes out now. The pass is completed into tight coverage. And this 2-play drive draws a TD. That puts them on top by Bradley. Giants on 2nd and 7. Catch is made after a quick pass, and he'll end up being taken down at the 4. Giants will stall out, though, and settle for a field goal. Now 1st and 10. Prescott's going to complete the pass from the gun. And he won't be brought down until he makes it to the 18-yard line. So that's a wrap for us. We'll head back down to MetLife Stadium for this part of the second half.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. David Irving with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat,
Nowhere to go.
Wow, guys.
Picked up by the Cowboys.
Wow, how y'all let them just go through the line like that?
The 7-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard...
Wow.
Touchdown, Cowboys. Terrence West, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Throwing on first down. Knight. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
My high school coach John Ford used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket.
¿Qué pasó?
No, estoy frustrada, tengo muchas cosas. Le mandé mensaje a Yasmin, le dije a Yasmin que si alguien falta o ella necesita ayuda ahí, que me avise.